In today's video, I'm going to be sharing something that could literally make or break your Airbnb business in 2025. I'm talking about the 25 absolute must-have items that guests are expecting this year. Now, here's the thing. If you're missing even one of these items, you're practically asking for a bad review. Trust me, I've seen it happen over and over again. Hosts think they've got everything covered, but they're missing these crucial items that guests have come to expect. And the craziest part, most of these items cost less than $50. That's right, for less than the price of a one-night stay, you can completely transform your guest experience and start getting those 5-star reviews rolling in consistently. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through everything room by room. I'll show you exactly what items you need, where to put them, and even the specific brands that I personally use in my properties. And if you stick around until the end, I'm gonna share a bonus tip that'll help you manage all of these items on autopilot. This is something that's saving my team hours every single week, and I know that it'll help you too. And by the way, drop a comment below this video to let me know which of these items you were missing. If you come out completely unscathed at the end, I'll hook you up with a special prize, a free month of B&B Tribe. All right, first up, let's get the entrance and common areas. These are absolutely crucial because they set the tone for your guest's entire stay. Get these wrong and you're starting off on the wrong foot before they even step inside. Now, if you're still using a physical key in 2025, you're living in the past. I personally use the August Smart Lock on all of my properties, and here's why. It lets guests check in on their phone on their own schedule. You never need to worry about lost keys, and you can manage everything right from your phone. Number 2 might surprise you, but it's an absolute game changer: a digital guidebook. I use Hostfully for this, and it's completely transformed how my guests experience my properties. Instead of bombarding them with messages about how to use everything, they've got all the information right at their fingertips whenever they need it. Plus, it looks super professional and it cuts down on those repetitive questions that can eat up a lot of your and your team's time. Number 3 is your welcome basket essentials. Now, I'm not talking about just throwing some random snacks into a basket. You want to create an experience here. An easy win is to include a mix of local treats, a personalized welcome note, and make sure everything is presented beautifully. This one simple touch can be the difference between a 4-star and a 5-star review. Moving on to number 4, your Wi-Fi setup. Basic Wi-Fi isn't enough anymore. I use StayFi in all my properties because it gives guests that hotel-like experience where they enter their email to connect. Plus, it helps you build an email list of past guests, which is absolutely golden for getting direct bookings. But whatever you do, make sure your Wi-Fi is blazing fast. That's an absolute must. Number 5 is a smart thermostat. For this, I personally use Nest. This is one of those investments that pays for itself. You can control the temperature remotely, save on energy costs when no one's there, and guests love being able to adjust the temperature easily without needing to read any manuals. And finally, number 6, a cleaning supply station. Look, nobody wants to see a bunch of cleaning supplies scattered around, but having a well-organized station with basic supplies can be a lifesaver for your guests. I'm talking about a few things like paper towels, multi-service spray, and a few basic tools that they might need during their stay. Now, if you're wondering exactly how to set all this up, I've got something special for you. Inside B&B Tribe, we've got complete templates and checklists for everything I just mentioned. From the exact welcome note templates I use to get 5-star reviews, to the complete shopping list for setting up your cleaning station and everything else in your property. But let's keep moving on because we've got so much more to cover here. Let's talk about the living room. This is where your guests are going to spend a lot of their time, so getting these items right is going to be absolutely crucial. Number 7 is your smart TV setup. Now, you might be thinking, duh, of course I have a TV, but I'm not just talking about any TV setup. You need to make sure that guests can easily access apps like Netflix, Prime, and other streaming services without messing with your personal accounts. The key here is creating guest profiles that reset automatically between stays. Pro tip, if you have this, flaunt it. I see way too many hosts with smart TVs not even mentioning it in their listing. Number 8, premium throw blankets. This might sound simple, but trust me, it makes a huge difference in how cozy and inviting your space feels. I always keep at least 2 throws per couch, and I make sure they're super soft and washable. Remember, these are gonna get a lot of use, so you don't wanna go too cheap here. For number 9, we've got a mobile device charging station. In 2025, everyone's got multiple devices that need charging. I set up a dedicated charging station with both USBs and USB-C ports. The trick is placing them where people are actually gonna hang out, next to the couch, not just hidden in a corner. Number 10 is proper lighting. And I can't stress this one enough. You need 3 types of lighting in your living room: task lighting for reading or working, ambient lighting for general use, and accent lighting for the atmosphere. The number 1 complaint I see in reviews about lighting is that it's not bright enough. So make sure you've got plenty of options. And rounding out the living room with number 11, board games and entertainment. This is such an easy win. A few well-chosen board games, maybe some playing cards, maybe even some outdoor yard games if you have an outdoor space, can make the difference between guests sitting around but being bored or having an amazing game night that they'll never forget. All right, let's move on to the kitchen, because this is where a lot of hosts drop the ball. These next 5 items are absolutely crucial for getting those 5-star reviews. If anything I've listed so far was missing from your Airbnb, let me know in the comments down below. Number 12 is your coffee station, and this needs to be absolutely dialed in. You need a quality coffee maker. It doesn't have to be super expensive, but it does need to be super reliable. Include both regular and decaf coffee, some tea options, and don't forget the sugar or creamer. The key here is presentation. Make it look like a little cafe corner. For number 13, we've got basic cooking essentials. Now I know that some of you guys are thinking my guests don't cook, but here's the thing. Even if they're just heating up leftovers or making breakfast, they need some of the basics. I'm talking about, good set of pots and pans, cooking utensils, and those basic spices that everyone expects. Number 14 is premium paper products. Guys, this is not where you want to cheap out. Good quality paper towels, plenty of napkins, and make sure you've got backup supplies easily accessible. Nothing worse than running out of paper towel and at 10 p.m. having to go and message your host or run to the store. Moving on to number 15, a water filter system. Whether it's a simple Brita pitcher or an under the sink system, giving your guests access to filtered water is huge. Plus, it cuts down on all those plastic water bottles, which is something guests really appreciate. Number 16, smart labels and instructions. Your kitchen needs to be intuitive. Label those drawers and cabinets, people. You want guests to actually be able to find what they need without having to message you at midnight asking where the wine opener is. Plus, this makes it super easy for your cleaning team to ensure that everything gets put back exactly where it should be. Now, speaking of organization, this is where a lot of hosts struggle. Inside B&B Tribe, we've got everything you need to stay organized from A to Z as a host. In fact, in our flagship program, B&B Bootcamp, which is included for free inside B&B Tribe, it'll walk you through the entire process for setting up, optimizing, and scaling your Airbnb business. Whether you're brand new to Airbnb or you're a seasoned pro, there's guaranteed value for everyone inside B&B Tribe. And if you try it for a month and you disagree, just let us know and get yourself a full 100% money back guarantee. There's literally nothing to lose and so much to claim. So just click the link in the description down below and jump on board. We'd love to have you. All right, now let's talk about bedrooms, because this is where you can really win or really lose those 5-star reviews. Number 17 is your premium bedding set. And this is an absolute non-negotiable in 2025. You want high thread count sheets, quality pillows, at least 2 per person, and a duvet that actually looks and feels premium. The key here is having multiple sets so you can quickly turn over rooms in between guests. And whatever you do not cheap out on the mattress. I'm not saying you need to break the bank, but you definitely don't want to go too cheap and get endless "the beds are uncomfortable" complaints either. For number 18, we've got blackout curtains. This is one of those items that guests might not even notice when it's done right, but they'll definitely notice when it's missing. Make sure they block out all the light. And while you're at it, get some that are actually stylish and look nice. They don't cost much more, and they make a huge difference in your listing photos. Number 19 is a noise machine. Now, this might seem like overkill, but trust me, it's a game changer. Even in quiet neighborhoods, giving guests the option to create some white noise helps them sleep better, and better sleep means better reviews. I place these on the nightstand with a simple instruction card. And number 20, an adequate workstation. This is 2025, people. Everyone is working remotely now. Now, you don't need to put this in the bedroom necessarily, but it can definitely be a great way to capitalize on some unused space if your bedroom's a bit larger. A sturdy desk, a comfortable chair, some lighting, and some power cords are all you really need. For bonus points, you can also consider adding a monitor and a sit-stand desk. This is an easy way and a cost-effective way to instantly get more bookings. All right, let's finish strong with the bathroom, because this is where you can really set yourself apart. Number 21 is premium toiletries. I'm not talking about those tiny little bottles from the dollar store. Get some quality shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Mount them on the wall or in a nice dispenser and make sure they're always full. It looks more professional and it actually is cheaper in the long run that way. Number 22 is a premium hair dryer. This is one of those items that spending a little more upfront saves you headaches later. Get a salon quality dryer with multiple settings and mount it on the wall if you can, or put it in one of the drawers. Trust me, it's worth the investment. For number 23, we've got your bath linen set. The key here is quality and quantity. I provide 2 sets of towels per guest: bath towel, hand towel, and washcloth. Make sure they're bright white and fluffy. When they start to look worn, replace them. No excuses. Number 24 is a motion sensor nightlight. This is such a simple addition, but it makes such a huge difference for guest comfort. Nobody wants to fumble around for a light switch in the middle of the night in an unfamiliar bathroom. Pro tip, set your hallway and bathroom lights on a dimming schedule. That way at night, they won't be on full blast when your guests wake up late at night and trip into the bathroom. This is a small touch that makes a huge difference. And finally, number 25, your emergency supplies. I'm talking extra toilet paper, feminine products, basic first aid items, all those things guests might need but feel awkward asking for. Store them in a clearly labeled drawer or cabinet and don't be stingy with them. Now, I know this might seem like a lot to implement all at once. That's exactly why inside B&B Tribe, we've got a complete implementation guide that breaks this all down into manageable chunks. Plus, you'll get access to our supplier list with the exact items I use in my properties, often at discounted prices. And as promised, here's your bonus tip for managing all these items effectively. Set up an automated inventory system. I use a simple spreadsheet where my cleaning team can immediately report when supplies are running low. This way, you never run out of anything and you're not constantly checking inventory yourself. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more Airbnb hosting tips. Also, drop a comment below letting me know which of these 25 items you're going to implement first. And if you're serious about taking your Airbnb business to the next level, click the link in the description down below to join B&B Tribe. You'll get immediate access to our complete set of templates, checklists, and training modules. Plus, you'll join an amazing community of hosts from all over the world who are helping each other to succeed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.